Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Pretty Girl Confessions. I'm your host, your pretty girl, and today we are talking about people that won't even try, but also won't stop complaining. Let's get into it. So, when I say this, I'm talking about the people that will complain and complain and complain all day long about their problems. They can't lose weight. Maybe they have back pain. Maybe their job sucks. Their boyfriend sucks. Whatever. They complain all day about all of their issues, but they don't even try to do anything about it because they're stuck in a victim mindset mentality. They quite literally are the creator of their suffering, and they are also, if they choose to be, they're also the savior of their issues, of their problems, of their whatever they're going through. And this is the most revolting and insufferable type of person to run into, quite honestly. And with my line of work, I run into a lot of these people. And if you yourself feel like any of this resonates with you, this is your sign to stop being a victim that just complains and complains and complains and actually do something about it. This is a real life example I'm about to give. So I was at an event and there's a lady next to me. She's much older than I. She's very overweight, and we were sitting down for a class. And what happened was she kept complaining about her back pain. After about the fourth time she complained, and she was standing next to me because her seat was next to me too. I told her, I was like, "Have you ever tried doing yoga before?" And she's like, "No, I can't even touch my legs or my toes. Like I'm so not flexible." And I was like, "Well, just so you know, yoga's actually been shown like increasing your flexibility will help a lot with pain because you're so stiff, you're not getting your spinal fluid moving and things like that." And her response was, "Well, I just can't do any of that." And I said, "Well, if you would like to know, you can start with chair yoga. If you can sit in a chair, you can do chair yoga." She's like, "No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I just have the worst back pain and it's debilitating and I can't sit. I can't lay down. All I can do is stand for a couple hours and then my legs get tired and I have to go back to sitting, which then also hurts." So then I said, "Oh, whatever." I just ended the conversation. That's a victim mentality, okay? You quite literally don't allow yourself to have a way out, no matter how many options are given to you, because this is my theory, I think a part of you likes the suffering because it's easier to suffer and do nothing than to try the easiest beginner level of some solution. And people that get into a victim mentality, this is what keeps them stuck. And this could be a victim mentality with your relationship, with anything. And if you have a victim mentality about one subject or aspect of your life, you are going to be stuck in every other aspect. Because how can you expect someone that can't even help themselves out of something that is of their own doing? How do you expect them to get ahead in life? How do you expect them to get that promotion at work? How do you expect them to find their way out of a toxic relationship? There's no way out of it because they're a victim. They're allowing themselves to be mentally boxed in and trapped to whatever narrative they write. And these are the people that you need to steer clear of because misery loves company, and victim mentality sufferers, or they're not really sufferers, they're the ones that are 100% allowing it to happen. They're allowing it to happen. And what's that word? People use it all the time. It will come to me at some point. But they're enablers, that's the word. They're enablers of their own suffering. And if you surround yourself with someone that's in a victim mentality, you will suffer. They will pull you down. They will make you bleed for them, cry for them, sweat for them, everything, because you will try to help them and you will end up losing so much of yourself, so much of your time, your money, everything. You cannot help someone that's in a victim mentality. You can't. The thing about being in a victim mentality is these people have to just help themselves. And that's a hard truth, but believe me, I've been friends with these people. I have been friends with people brutally stuck in a victim mentality, and I've tried my hardest to break them out of it. There's nothing you can do because just like other issues of the mental, like the mental scope, the psyche, that's the right word for it, they are the only person that can see their way out of it. They're the only person. And I'm going to ruffle some feathers with this one, but I truly believe depression is the same exact thing. I understand people have trauma, people have actual issues and all these things, but at the end of the day, everyone I've ever met, and I've met a lot of people, I've traveled a lot. I have friends from ages of like 21 all the way up to 75. Okay? I have worked with a lot of people. Everyone I've ever talked to that suffered from depression, severe or mild, they've always told me that the way out of it was always up to them. It was always up to them. It was a switch in their brain. And what it was choosing to exit the victim mentality. It was simply that. They were choosing not to be depressed. And I remember whenever I was like 18, I got diagnosed with severe depression. And believe me, it felt like severe depression. It was as extreme as it could get without me being put in a straitjacket. And the only way out of it was because I made a switch. I had a realization. I understood that it really was up to me to make the switch. And I know a lot of people nowadays want to cry, woe is me. I can't do anything because I have anxiety. I can't do anything because I have depression. You know what? You're absolutely right. As long as you keep telling yourself that you can't solve your depression, that you're always going to have it, you're always going to have it. You will always prove yourself right. You will always prove yourself right. That is something so important to understand early in life is that if you tell yourself something about yourself, your brain will always look for clues in your environment, in your habits, in you as a person, your friendships, relationships, everything to prove you right. If you tell yourself that you are a depressed person and it's so severe and debilitating that you can't do anything and pills don't work and nothing works, guess what? You will prove yourself right. Your actions will reflect that. Your mindset will reflect that. There will be nothing on this earth that will help heal your depressed mind because you have told yourself and conditioned yourself to believe that is the way it is. Being in a mentality, victim mindset mentality is the worst thing to be a part of. And it's the worst people to encounter because no matter what, they are always right about their situation in their eyes. And it's just an attitude at the end of the day. It's just an attitude of, I can't. Oh, that's too hard. It won't work. It's all just excuses. It's all excuses to just sit on your ass, watch TV, and complain about why nothing ever goes your way. That's all it is. It's an easy way out. But that's the thing about easy way outs is if it's easy, usually there's a consequence for it. So, yeah, it's easy right now to sit on the couch and watch Netflix and binge eat Oreos and ice cream all night long and stay up till 3 a.m. But what's really hard is whenever you're actually piss broke and you're fat and you have no sense of self confidence anymore and you have found yourself in a real pickle financially with your relationships with everything. That's really hard. It's really hard whenever you live an easy life of not working out and just being lazy all day, being a sloth, and then one day having a heart attack and being told that you probably aren't going to make it to live to 40 because of your health. So it is easy in the moment. A lot of things are easy in the moment, but it is very hard later on. But You can always choose something different. You have the power constantly to always change your life. I've talked about this on other videos a bit, but you truly always have the power of your life. You have control over your life. You have control over what you think. You have control over what you do, over who you see, like over everything. And for people to act like all these things are required of them, it's ridiculous. Yeah, there are certain things that are required, like if you're gonna drive, you have to have a driver's license. Yeah, I get it. I get it. If you want to graduate high school, you have to go through all the classes and take all the exams. Yes, that's true. But to act like there's nothing you can do, like, oh, I really wish I could get a higher paying job, but there's nothing I can do. Why haven't you done something like start a side gig? Why haven't you done something like pursue a new career path? And yeah, we all have circumstances that make these things not the easiest, but that's the thing. Everyone has circumstance. I don't care if you're a single mom. I don't care if you're a student and working a full time job. You can always find a way to make your life what you want it to be. If you tell yourself that you are just stuck and this is it for you and there's nothing else you can do, guess what, honey? That is your life. You're stuck. There's nothing you can do. But if you decide, no, I'm limitless, I can do everything to get myself into my dream life. I can start living my dream life now. I can embody who my dream self is. And I can exit this victim mentality because your mind is a lot stronger than you think. Also, your mind is a lot more important than you think. A lot of people will focus on their physical health long before they focus on their mental and spiritual health. And the thing about mental health is, yeah, it's super popular now to be like, oh, I see a therapist. No, I take medicine for anxiety and ADHD. Yeah, like a lot of people talk about that, but no one actually talks about the fact that it truly is a mindset. You either choose to be better or you don't. You either choose to be healed or you choose to be sick. That's it. That's literally it. I am so sick of people getting on things like TikTok and rambling about how, well, it's harder for me because I have ADHD and I come from a broken home and la 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 la, all these things. You are claiming it's harder for you, therefore it will be harder for you. Because look at literally anyone that you know that's successful. Look at someone that is successful that came from your same background. This is one of the best exercises to do, to have a reality check, because really, like, I don't care what your circumstance is, there has been someone in your exact same circumstance that has achieved success, whether that's financial, or usually people determine it as financial, or like just success as in like healing their mental health. And you can literally look up, fucking ask ChatGPT. Literally just ask AI if you don't know how to look it up. But you can literally look up single moms that were also in school that were able to become financially successful. And you'll find different people. You'll find loads of people actually that have been in your same position that have actually achieved so much. And they could have just been like the millions of people that choose to say, no, I can't do it because I have anxiety. I can't talk in front of people. I can't start my own business. I can't. Shut up. Just shut up. Those are excuses. Do you really want to live your life always giving excuses for why you can't have what you want? Seriously, like, wouldn't you rather just have the life that you want? I mean, obviously everyone wants that. So just choose that. Choose that. But wait, there's a catch. You actually have to try. You actually have to put in some bit of effort to achieve that. And that's what defines the difference between people that will and people that won't. Because at the end of the day, I believe everyone could listen to everything I just said about victim mentality, victim mindset, the attitude of just not even fucking trying. A lot of people could listen to what I just said And I still believe a very small portion would ever even attempt what I just talked about. Because a lot of people like staying stuck. It's comfortable. It is easy. It is it's very routine. It's not surprising whatsoever. It's consistent. And those are the people that I don't want to reach, because those are the people that won't get this. People that actually want a better life for themselves are the people that seek out self development, the people that seek out self improvement. Those are the right people. And those are the people that you should be surrounding yourself with if that is part of your journey. If you truly aspire to have everything you've ever dreamt of, then thank you so much for being part of this channel. But also surround yourself with like minded individuals. It is a fact that the 5 people you spend the most time with are who you become like. So if you're around a bunch of people that are self diagnosed, depressive, and ADHD, and there's nothing in the world they can do, and they fail at everything, and everything's too hard, then guess what? You're going to be the same silly little person that can never get a break and can never get what they want, because you're surrounded by those people. But if you actually want everything in life that you could possibly imagine, then it would be wise of you to surround yourself with groups of people and circles of people where they have the same mindset. They're not a victim. They understand they are the creator of their reality. They understand that however they think about their life, situations, their perspective is how it will be. If you think it's going to be hard, it's going to be hard. If you accept the work you need to do, but you believe it's going to be easy, you're going to have an easier time. It's all perspective. For example, I go to the gym a lot, and whenever I was first getting back into the gym, I was really upset because I used to be able to do Stairmaster for like over 100 minutes straight. And it'd be on level 5, and I'd be able to go with it with barely touching the handles and everything. When I first came back from the gym after taking a long time off, this was a while ago, I could barely make it through like 5 minutes without being like, oh my gosh. And I had to change my mindset. I had to tell myself, no, this is easy. This is literally just stairs. That's all this is. I'm literally walking upstairs. I am picking up my leg, setting it down on a step, picking up my other leg, setting it down on the next step, over and over. That is not hard. That is not complicated. That is fucking easy. I've been able to walk for 24 years. I don't know how long it took me to start walking. I don't know when kids start walking. But regardless, I've been walking for at least like 23 years. I don't have any kids in my family, if you couldn't tell. Um, but that's the thing, is it was for perspective shift. I believed that I trained myself to believe stairs are easy. This is just stairs. And then I made it to 10 minutes, and then I made it to 20 minutes, and then 30 minutes, then 40, then 60. Because I trained my brain to perceive the situation as easy, as not hard. I didn't make excuses. I didn't get on the Stairmaster and start saying, oh, this is so hard. I already did a hard workout. I should just stop. No, because I knew I had more gas in the tank. I knew I had more effort to give. So I gave it, because I'm not a victim. Yes, there's so many things that have happened in so many people's lives that have been horrible. People have been harassed. People have come from broken homes. People have been assaulted. People have been fired and cheated on, all these things. You don't think other people have trauma? You don't think other people have serious issues that have happened in their life? Everyone has a fucking problem. Everyone has trauma. The difference is they don't make trauma the rest of their fucking life. They don't make it their life story. They don't. They make it an ended chapter, and they step into their new life, their next life of, I'm not a victim. I'm the creator of my reality. I choose what my life is going to be. I have complete control over everything in my life. And I choose not to be held back by these invisible barriers that I'm making up in my head because I'm choosing to believe that I'm actually a victim. That's the difference. And if you're someone that can't see that, then that's unfortunate because you're going to have a really long, hard life ahead of you of never having things go your way because that's just how your mind works. You're going to have a really hard life of complaining constantly and never seeing change. Because victims don't change anything. They just cry and whine about how horrible the world is. I have had so many clients that I had to tell straight up I couldn't work with because I can't do anything if you have a victim mentality. If you truly believe you can't change your health or your body or any of this stuff and that none of it works and that you're this genetic mutation freak that just can't lose weight or just can't get healthy, that's on you because you are choosing to feed into that belief and your body will respond to your beliefs. Trust me. If you look at studies of people with cancer, you'll see that people that had belief systems of they are going to recover, they are getting better every day, versus the people that didn't have that belief whatsoever. People that believe in the positive outcomes, generally speaking, always get it. And I'm being extremely serious here. My own family, I've had relatives that had diseases. And all the ones that truly believe that they were getting better every day actually recovered. And thankfully, they didn't have any of the super hard to beat ones. But that's just my point I'm making. You are the captain of your ship. And you get to choose if you're going to die in the storm or if you're going to turn away from it. It's up to you. It's always up to you. So choose not to be a victim. Choose not to be surrounded by victim people. They will only drag you down, drag you towards the storm. So I hope you all liked this episode. Sorry I've been gone for a little bit. I have been doing lots of traveling and I didn't want to record because I was just having too much of a good time, if I'm being completely honest. But please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to hear about in the next episode, and I will talk to you all later. Stay sexy, stay beautiful, stay hot, and stay in control of your life and your mindset, and you will be golden. All right, love you guys lots. Mwah. But goodbye.